This is a special report from About Space Today.
Welcome, and thank you for joining me today for a special report. I'm David Denault. Well, several years ago, Sierra Space announced a cargo-type space plane. It was looking much like the former space shuttle. It's unmanned, and it's called Dream Chaser, and it will touch down on the same runway as Shuttle Atlantis STS-121 did and landed in July 2011. And I'll have the rest of the story on what happened to Dream Chaser next, as America and the world is listening to Special Report on About Space Today. Ever dream of an island getaway at an all-inclusive resort? Or going on an island-hopping cruise to multiple island destinations? See sun-bleached beaches and swim in the azure waters of the Caribbean Sea. Call today for your special discount prices to your island getaway. This is a special offer for About Space by calling 877-747-8631, and let's go and explore the islands of the Caribbean. The Sierra Nevada Corporation has been in line to become the third commercial partner to send supplies to the International Space Station. Amanda Deisler has more details on Dream Chaser.
The Space Shuttle Orbiter is an iconic symbol of human space exploration, and we haven't seen anything like its unique design since its retirement in 2011. But now, at Sierra Nevada Corporation's facility in Colorado, this vehicle is actually one of NASA's Commercial Resupply Services 2 contract recipients, and it will join the fleet of utility spacecraft like SpaceX's Dragon. This design allows for the space plane to be reused 15 times or more, which reduces costs and allows for quick turnaround between missions. But what makes the Dream Chaser so enticing is that it's capable of supporting a variety of needs. It can land on runways used for passenger planes, carry various loads of cargo, support a microgravity lab, and dispose of waste from the ISS.
Sierra Space has developed a spacecraft that goes beyond the shuttle. And Dream Chaser program manager says,
"It's a company that's giving people both hope and disappointment at the same time. It's exciting because it represents something the space industry hasn't seen in years, a genuine alternative to traditional capsules like SpaceX's Crew Dragon or Boeing's Starliner. Dream Chaser doesn't fall from the sky under parachutes or splash down in the ocean. It lands gracefully on a runway, just like an airplane. That single difference changes everything. Unlike most capsules, Dream Chaser can land on any standard commercial runway around the world. That means faster recovery times, less infrastructure, and the ability to return sensitive cargo directly to where it's needed, whether that's a research lab, a defense base, or a pharmaceutical company facility. It's small enough to fit inside existing hangars, yet powerful enough to resupply the International Space Station. For NASA, that's a huge advantage. Instead of waiting days for ocean retrievals and transport, scientists can get their experiments back within hours. Then there's the reusability factor. Dream Chaser is designed to fly at least 15 times with minimal refurbishment. Compare that to traditional capsules that are often retired after a few missions, and the cost savings start to add up. The spacecraft can carry around 5,500 kilograms to orbit using its expendable Shooting Star cargo module, and bring back roughly 1,750 kilograms to Earth. That return capability makes it perfect for delicate payloads, samples, and experimental materials that can't risk rough re-entry conditions. Its launch costs are competitive too. While exact pricing hasn't been publicly disclosed, analysts estimate a Dream Chaser mission to be in the $90 million to $100 million range, significantly cheaper than Boeing's Starliner, which reportedly costs NASA about $180 million per seat on crewed missions. And because Dream Chaser uses non-toxic propellants, it's easier and cheaper to maintain than many of its competitors. No hazardous fuel handling means fewer environmental restrictions and faster turnaround between flights. It's rocket agnostic too, meaning it can be launched atop multiple rockets, not just one specific system. Initially, it's set to fly on ULA's Vulcan Centaur, but in the future, it could ride on rockets from SpaceX or even Europe's Ariane space if needed. The spaceplane's versatility extends beyond cargo. Sierra Space plans to modify future versions for crew transport, potentially carrying up to 7 astronauts. Its gentle runway landing makes it far safer for humans than ocean splashdowns, and it could one day play a role in quick point-to-point deliveries on Earth. Imagine military cargo or disaster relief equipment launched from one continent and landing on another within a few hours. This flexibility is what makes Dream Chaser so exciting. It's not just another spacecraft. It's a platform that can evolve for science, defense, and even commercial space travel. But as impressive as it sounds, Dream Chaser has also become a source of disappointment. For years, space fans have been waiting for its first flight, and every time it gets close, another delay pushes it further back. When the company won NASA's commercial resupply contract in 2016, the first mission was expected around 2020 or 2021. Then it slipped to 2022, then 2023, and now the latest target is no earlier than late 2025. A spacecraft too advanced to cancel, but too delayed to start earning back its costs. Dream Chaser is currently scheduled to launch around late 2025.
However, there have been delays partly to do with the Vulcan rocket and other checks yet to be completed that have caused a 3-year delay. And not much has been said until ISS Program Manager Dana Wagle said during a news conference that software certification is among the remaining tasks to be completed before a launch target can be set, and adding,
underestimates what it takes to put together a complex spacecraft. I mean, you're watching it right now with Boeing Starliner, you're watching it with Sierra, but if we remind ourselves, it also took, on average, it takes 8 to 10 years for a spacecraft to get ready and fly. Everybody's hopeful they'll be closer to 6, but in reality, there are a lot of complexities, and you want to get it right? I mean, you got to fly when you're ready. They're in final assembly. They're doing a lot of tests, and they're doing what I'd call final certification work. Some of the big key areas that they're focused on is the software certification. You've got to test end-to-end all the different software functions, so that's a big focus area for them. And then they're still working on certification in the prop system. We still have some of our integrated safety reviews to do, and we're in the process with updating both of our schedules to try to understand where does that really put us. And so Sierra's working on that, and so I need to wait and just get information back from them to see where they think some of that work lines out. But we are looking forward to having them flying. They're a berthing vehicle, as you know, so that's helpful for us to have dissimilar capabilities in terms of our ports and our logistics. So we will be ready for them when they're ready to fly.
And the Dream Chaser has been approved by NASA under the Commercial Resupply Services 2 contract to fly 6 missions to the International Space Station. It will launch from Cape Canaveral Space Force Station atop a United Launch Alliance's new Vulcan rocket. As of now, Sierra Space is continuing to believe that dreams do come true. And don't forget, if you like our special reports, click like, follow, and hit that subscribe button. Thank you for taking time to listen from your home or where you work. I'm David Denault.
This has been a special report from About Space Today.